The Ant and the Grasshopper, a Mermaid Kingdom fable. Once upon a time, in the depths of the Mermaid Kingdom, there lived an ant and a grasshopper. The ant was known for its diligent and hardworking nature, while the grasshopper was considered by all to be the life of the party. Even though the both of them had completely different lifestyles and habits, they were still good friends. One beautiful summer day, the grasshopper skipped outside and saw his friend the ant hard at work, gathering food and provisions. Amused, the grasshopper asked, "Ant, why are you working so hard on this fine summer day?" The ant, not wanting to waste time, continued on with his task, but replied, "I am gathering food and supplies for the winter. I want to be prepared for when it comes so I can survive it without any trouble." Undeterred by the ant's sensible words, the grasshopper asked again, "But why don't you take a break and come join me in some fun? We could dance and sing the day away." The ant shook his head and replied, "No, I must work now to prepare for the future. I suggest you do the same. If you do not, you may find yourself in trouble when winter comes." The grasshopper laughed and said, "Oh, don't worry about me, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'll just find some way to get through the winter." And with that, the grasshopper skipped away, leaving the ant to finish his work. When winter finally arrived, the ant was prepared and had enough food to last him until the spring. The grasshopper, however, had not heeded the ant's advice and was in a very sorry state indeed. Cold, hungry, and alone, he had no food or shelter and was at the mercy of the elements. In a desperate attempt to find something to eat, the grasshopper went to the ant's house, but the ant refused to let him in, saying, "I told you to take care of yourself, but you did not listen. Now you must suffer the consequences of your actions." The grasshopper could only hang his head in regret and shame, realizing that the ant had been right all along. From that day forward, the grasshopper never took the ant's advice for granted again. He learned to put in the necessary effort to take care of himself, while still having time to enjoy life. He also became more mindful of the consequences of his actions, and made sure to always think twice before making any big decisions. The ant and the grasshopper's story teaches us that we must be prepared for the future, but also to enjoy the present. It's important to strike a balance between work and play, and to be mindful of the possible consequences of our actions.